Well, I wish it was just hype, but it's true. I'm having difficulty with the MacBook Pro with Touch Bar. This thing has been locking up and having a lot of issues, but I think I know what it's related to. We're going to take a look on this edition of Man Cave Technology. So this is very frustrating, and this has been happening. I leave for a few minutes and I come back and oh, hey, the Windows machine is alive, but what's happened to this? Oh, it's become a very expensive boat anchor. Let's just hit the power button. That'll make it come back, right? Okay, let's, I guess, hold down the power button. Let's try pressing the power button. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if you saw some of my other videos, you're probably aware that I waited for and was very excited for and received the new MacBook Pro with Touch Bar. And then I did a more in-depth video with a lot of information, questions people were asking. So if you haven't seen those, definitely check them out. Links to them are in the description. And a lot of people have asked questions in the comments that I'm gonna try to answer in a future video, but today I wanna talk about these problems because this is one of those things that some people are gonna put up with. So if you're someone like me, you love having the latest and you're gonna put up with some of it. However, at the same time, I actually use this to do business work and to do things on it. So I don't need a machine that's going to not have stability and have issues. So I began to try to figure out, okay, what's going on? Well, one of the things was I had finally maxed out all the ports, so I was using this dongle so that I could go ahead and send power through, also do USB. However, every time I plugged it in, it wanted to do a firmware update. Yes, we are living in a day where you need to update the firmware on your dongle, okay? So that's kind of crazy, but that's just the world we live in. A lot of dongles need firmware. Who knows, maybe in the future, dongles will need full-blown operating systems and you'll have to I don't know. Moral of the story is, every time I would update it, it would say, hey, we need to restart. And I had things going on. You know how it is. You've done this before where you go, I'm not going to restart because I have other stuff I'm trying to get done. Have all these things open. It's such a pain to close them all. So I didn't do it. Computer restarted. Then this happened again. Didn't do it. Computer had another crap out. Then a third time, which you would think that I would learn by then, but a third time this happened, installed it, said, oh, I need to do this, restart. I just left the dialog box open, crapped out. So finally, I did it. I let it restart. Thought, okay, my problems are going to be over. However, they weren't. So then I began to look at what I had plugged in. I was using this. I was using, I don't have it, but an SSD external, and I was using this guy trying to run Time Machine. And you're going to notice something here that may tell you what part of the problem is. I've had this computer for a while. Time Machine is still waiting to complete its first backup. So that's no good. Okay, so one of the first things that I always do when I have an issue, and if you don't do this, you should go to Google. That's just a highly used, obvious thing. So I'm gonna type 2016 MacBook Pro freezing, and let's see if we have anything. So I take a quick look here, and if I don't see anything that's too relevant, like most of these are kind of old, I usually go to one of my favorite websites, which is macrumors.com. So I'm gonna go to the MacBook Pro section of the forums. You see right here at the top, 2016 MacBook Pro crashing. So new MacBook Pro 2016 crashing during Time Machine backup. Here's someone, this is the page 3, saying that they're not doing a backup, but just copying large files. Other people having issues. This person is reporting having it while using the Carbon Copy Cloner, which I've used before. It's a great little tool, but they're all trying to move lots of files. And so it looks like this is an issue that a lot of people are having with either Time Machine or just moving large amounts of data in general. You would think that this kind of issue is something that Apple would be on top of, but apparently they're not, because other people are having this issue. And this last person in here, I like how they put it. They say, please, everybody, call Apple support. They need more input in order to fix it. So I hate calling support. Apple support is sometimes okay, but some of you out there, if you deal with computers, you know what a pain it is. One time I called Apple support, which, like I said, they're usually good. I had a power adapter that was bad. I tried it on many computers. It was the power adapter. The technician told me that maybe I should talk to whoever provided power to through the city, that sometimes they don't do a good job of regulating the voltage, and that was likely causing my problem. For real, like, call the power company and tell them that I think they have a problem with their generators. All I needed was the guy to simply replace the power adapter. So a lot of times I just give up and I head to a Mac store. But issues like this are where it really would help to let, you know, because surely they log this stuff. If you are having this issue, I want you to let me know. If you know someone who's having this issue, let me know. And if you're not having this issue because you maybe don't have this computer, but you're thinking about buying it, I'm pretty sure that these issues will be ironed out. But it definitely is an issue. It's definitely something that's happening. So let me really quickly tell you about two other problems that I've had with this computer. Man, it's not looking good if we were going on a 3 strikes and you're out. But once again, this is a brand new computer. There's probably going to be some issues. I believe most all of this is going to be correctable just with software and firmware updates. But the first one was this, not a huge deal, but not a good thing. I used the computer one night next to my bed. I closed it, I set it beside the bed. The next morning I got up, I needed to use it, I opened it, and it was blank. So obviously it didn't have anything plugged into it. It didn't have an external hard drive, so this was totally unrelated to the Time Machine issue or large file over USB issue. And it restarted, and it said that it restarted because there was a problem, so I sent the error to Apple. Then, this one's a little more concerning. This is something that I really hate when this happens. Occasionally, you know, your computer will freeze up or something's not right. You close it to go to sleep. It doesn't go to sleep and it just, you know, gets hot in your bag. Well, I have this awesome new case that I absolutely love. This is from Waterfield. I actually just got a bunch of blanket junk on it. But trust me, just yesterday, this case was looking awesome. And I put the computer in it, and I set it on my desk and I plugged it in so that it would charge. Today, when I came to use the computer, I pulled it out of the case and it was pretty hot. And apparently, it either never went to sleep all the way, or it was hot charging, or something like that. So I'm not sure what that was about, but that's no good. And the last thing I want to do is babysit a computer to make sure that it actually goes into sleep mode. So I'm going to keep an eye on these issues. People have asked me lots of questions about this computer. If you have things you want to know, definitely let me know in the comments, and I will do another more in-depth look to answer some of the additional questions that people have, and more than happy to take a look at those for you. So hey, I really appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching Man Cave Technology.